You know, son, I did this video before, and I'm gonna upload it along with this one. The first one I did, I was very emotional and I was very angry. And I want you to actually just see this one first before you see the second. And I'm gonna start it off just like I did that last one. A lot of y'all gonna be mad and you ain't gonna like me, okay? But you know what? I'm protected. I'm protected, and I ain't gonna tell you what I'm protected by, okay? But I tell you what, I'm gonna say what I feel, and you gonna hear it. It don't make no sense that all these women and children are out here fending for themselves. Let me tell you something, man. If you made some babies and you ain't interested in taking care of them, then guess what? You don't deserve the title of being a man. You're a boy, you're a child, and you ain't done grown up, okay? You need to know this. That's why I'm coming back calm with this one right here. Coming back calm because I don't really have to act a fool to get this across to you, but I tell you what, you need to understand what it is like to be a woman, and this video goes out to most of you all men. Y'all need to understand what it's like to be a woman. Too many men exploiting and using their mammies, and yes, that's what I see it. They aunties, okay? For y'all don't know what an auntie is, aunt. Using your sister, that means sister, okay? Because some people just don't understand Southern terms, so I'm here to break it on down to you, okay? Using women as sacrifices at the altar. I'm here to tell you that sooner or later you're gonna meet a tragic end. Okay, I'm putting that out there in the universe. I'm not talking to all of you all men. Some men have extenuating circumstances. So to some of you, I know there are a lot of men that want to provide for their wives and their children, and it's very difficult for you. But these are the men I'm talking about, y'all. Men, don't get upset. I'm talking about these, clowns, these jokers out there who are blatantly, deliberately, okay, and these are the ones that have jobs, not putting anything at all in the pot for your families, going out there to destroy other women lives. But you done forgot about the family out there that you ain't taking care of. I am here to tell you that all of the energies of every woman that has been exploited by these clowns, okay, will be going with minds to the universe to make sure you are severely punished by every means of the universal laws, okay? That is my prayer, okay? That you meet a very unfriendly demise, okay? Thumbs up for all of those who agree with me. Put your affirmation, your petition out there too, because this got to stop. Men, I'm not talking about you all who are struggling, because right now it's very difficult to get jobs. I'm talking about these men who have it and they don't want to give it. Okay, you might not even be listening to this right now. You might not be, this message might not even be meant for those who watching it, because the men I'm talking about, they ain't gonna sit down and watch this video, so I don't have to have anybody angry with me, because more than likely the men who need to hear this right now, this time of night, about 1 o'clock in the morning, witching hour, more than likely he's sitting down watching somebody shake and hump they booty, okay? But still, it applies. They don't have to hear it. It's difficult being a woman. Man, you try, okay, to put a roof over your children's head and not have no help from nobody. You try. You see how it is. You see how you like that, okay? It's almost like a severe punishment, provided that the woman has to work 2 or 3 jobs to do it by herself to match what your portion is and why you're not putting your piece in, okay? These jokesters, and tricksters, your end is going to be a very ugly one. It's going to be ugly, okay? And you might think, oh, well, I'm young, it won't be no time soon. Hey, we just here for a moment. It'll be here before you know it. Y'all look at the prices of how much food costs and how much gym shoes cost for children and clothing and all of these things and these demands that they need for education. And then children are becoming very ungrateful. And we do play a part in that because we are so tamed by the media to try to provide everything that our children want and their heart desires because their friends got it and their peers in school have it. Everybody's got it. So nowadays, you're a bad parent almost to children. That's how they feel. If you can't get it for them, PlayStation 3s costing $200 and $300 and laptops. Everybody want their own iPad. Little children around here 4 and 5 want an iPhone. It's ridiculous. Meanwhile, daddy ain't nowhere to be found. He ain't providing no child support because he's busy trying to exploit some other woman and some other children, bringing something else in the world that he ain't gonna do nothing with. Get up and walk off and refresh himself, renew himself, and go somewhere else. I mean, y'all need to know how it feels to be a woman. Be expected to carry every single burden in the world on your shoulder without no help at all. Look, this is what I want to say. I want to let you all know, as calm as I possibly can, that this is all by design. Everybody is feeding into the media. It's in the food. It's in the water. It's all type of medication, nanotechnology. You know, now a lot of people might say, well, this is where she losing it right here, but we don't know nothing about this. That's because you're not working. The people who don't understand this, you're not doing your research. You got to forever be researching top secret information, all of that stuff that they putting out on the news. That's bullshit. Okay, I just want you to know that today. If you're not going out seeking knowledge for yourself, you're dead. You don't even know you're dead. Okay, you need to know what you're eating. You need to know what you're drinking, and you need to know how to handle your mind, spirit, and body once you get through finishing up with it, or you too will be snatched up. Okay, you too will have a full body possession takeover. And when I say possession takeover, I'm not talking about channeling as a medium. I'm talking about some folks are just they just got a whole nother entity and spirit living in them from this day forward. Mhm. Yes, because you know why they're like that? Because they are not on their game. They're not doing any personal growth, any self growth. They're not doing anything to enhance their minds. They're just here existing, tricking people, exploiting people, treating life as if though everything is a competition and a game. Okay, so that means you will be coming back here next lifetime to continue to repeat the same foolishness over and over again because you are not growing. Okay, you are not growing. Any man that's going out there producing children don't want to do nothing for them, getting up, walking off, talking about she this, she that, whatever, hating on women or whatever is they're not getting what they came here to do. Okay, they just missing the ball or they dropped the ball and they will be here to repeat it. And I doubt if they even know what I'm talking about right now. They wouldn't have a clue. What is she talking about? This is a bunch of bullshit. Okay? What I'm trying to tell you is this: your work, you're going to leave this planet with most of your work undone. Now, to some extent, we all are going to be like that. But you totally missing the mark. I just came here to encourage these women to know that anyway, these particular men will be weeded out pretty soon. Their existence will soon no longer be needed, and the universe will have no more use for them, and they won't be able to come back. And that's a good thing. Y'all clap your hands because these people are fixing to be weeded out, and I'm really excited. We're fixing to get down to what you call the meat of it all. With some great people, are going to be produced in this planet. It's going to be a planet of mostly women, okay? Because men are going to kill themselves. Excuse me, men, I got to just be blunt with it now. Hopefully, when you reincarnate, you will come back a woman and not a man. And I feel the same for myself because The way some of these men are laying down with anything, putting themselves in anything, and the government making all kind of STD, man. I don't think it's good. People talking about these men talking about they gotta drive and they got to get out there and get it and do it with whoever. That must be a horrible existence because we live in a day and a time where you cannot do this. Ooh, and I'm gonna talk about some of these brand new diseases that the government is not reporting. And like I said, once again, if you're not doing your own research, you're dead. You need to get out there and look for some top secret information so you can be abreast as to what is going on. And I done lost my train of thought, but let me come on back over here once again. This is going to be a planet of women, y'all. It was like that in the beginning. Was nothing on this planet but women. Women reproduce themselves. There was no need for a man. Man came about when women began to caress each other, massage each other, manipulating the clitoris and everything, and it grew longer. Okay? Men are just like women. They're designed just like us. Men, ask yourself, why you have nipples? Women have nipples not only for pleasure, but they also have nipples to breastfeed the baby. Why do you have nipples? Because you once was a woman too. You was a woman when you was in your mama womb for 5 months and you didn't even know you was a female then. Let's put it like that, or a girl. Before you ever became a woman. Your first relationship was with a woman because you spent 9, 8 months, 6 months, whatever, in her womb. Then you got the nerves to come out and try to trick her. Your end is going to be very, like I said in other video, very unfriendly. And if you don't believe me, you just keep on living. Because, you cannot exploit anybody and think that the universe is not going to return that to you, okay? Because they will. And like I said, once again, the planet will return to be a woman-dominated planet. Because when you think about it, men are not even really needed on this planet. You can put aside sperm, okay, for so long, and that would inseminate women forever. And at one time, it was like that. Every boy child that came, they killed it. And they kept producing themselves. And they destroyed the boy children. And then patriarchy came, because just for this small little reign, men are where they are right now in this position, but that's fixing to get ready to change. It's going to be a planet of all women. Very few boy children are being born, because it's all about design. I want to go deeper into that. The design of how they control how many male children, because it is manipulated just like the weather, y'all. And I did countless videos on the weather, countless video on so much of that, okay? So I want to do some videos too on how they can manipulate genes and produce more females than they can males. And the reason why they do that, because men are more rebellious, okay, to some physically rebellious, okay, than women. The fewer men on the planet, the more control they have of the planet. But women are turning back to their magic. So it's going to be a hell of a ride because a woman is far more powerful than a man. But the only reason why a man got a reign for a little bit is because she gives her power to that man. That's fixing to change. I'm not male bashing right now because a lot of y'all are men and women. And I love y'all for that. Y'all androgynous. I'm androgynous too. I am my own man. I am my own woman too. I have a lot of masculine qualities as well as female qualities. And I want to talk about some. I want to do some videos on that too, on the androgynous woman and the androgynous man, because at one particular time there were a lot of androgynous people on the planet. So much is changing and everything, and I just don't have time to talk about it right now. I'm coming back with more videos, okay? But basically what I'm saying, if you might want to change your mind then. I don't care if you're watching the video or not. This message will get to you telepathically. You might want to change your mind about walking out on all these babies and these children because things going to turn around. I don't think the universe appreciates any of it, okay? You're going to pay for it, okay? So it's time. You better change.